Alright, so welcome to the analysis part of the video where hopefully I'm going to be able to teach you how to master the swing of bunny, which to me is going to dictate how good of a bunny you are and how efficient you're going to be in missions such as Purge or any mission you're going to be able to finish it faster, okay? Because I guess speed equals velocity, velocity equals efficiency, equals faster time equals speedrun, okay? So swinging better as bunny just is the one thing that makes bunny special to me, and that is going to differentiate you from a decent bunny to one of the top bunnies, okay? Which I'm not, by the way. I'm just decent. I'm just trying to learn. That's it. So, alright. So enemies spawn in front of me, okay? I go as far as I can, and boom, I start swinging, okay? Watch carefully where I come from and where I decide to grapple, okay? That's I would say the initiation of that whole swing. So I basically, I jump forward and I turn my camera backwards almost completely, okay? And I choose a spot that's like kind of above the enemies, but not too much above, okay? Then I swing, okay? I swing as close as possible to the ground, and then I go back up. When you go back up, you gain, well, okay. So the way it goes, you gain momentum by going as low as possible, and you gain a lot of speed by going up, okay? If I went a little bit more up, I would have continued my course, okay? But I think this isn't a bad swing, not perfect, but this is not bad, okay? Let's watch it slowly again. Boom, turning back, swinging up and down, and the amount of damage I did in that time was insane, okay? Boy, when you do that kind of swing, you know you did a lot of damage, okay? Then I use number 1 to add some extra damage. Boom. It does decent damage, okay? Sometimes it kills them. Okay, if you want to know how to swing on controller with my stick, it's okay. So let's check this again. One last time. Okay, so I turn my camera. At that point, I'm making sure my stick, I think it's directional stick, so the left one, so the movement stick, okay? So on keyboard, your movement, all right? You are going down, okay? You are going low. You put you put it downwards. Boom. And then you put it upwards to go back up, okay? That's what I do here. So boom, upwards. So downwards, upwards, and slightly to the side too, okay? As you can see, I'm going from left to right a little bit, so that matters very much too. At the very end of your swing, you want to go to the right to get back close to them, okay? You want to go far and end up close to the enemies. That's what you have to have in your mind while you're doing that swing, okay? So next kind of swing now, the one, well, if you damage them enough, just as I knew I did at that point, you do the backward swing, okay? So you completely go opposite side of them, then you grapple back towards them with insane speed, and that's going to give you a whole lot of velocity, so damage, DPS, and boom, I kill them within a few seconds, okay? Okay, well, okay, there is another one, interesting one this time. So next you have the fail, okay? So that's the fail swing, the one which tend to happens if you mess up. So I messed up, and terrible swing, anyways. Okay, so I did enough damage to kill them. So now this is like the speedrun swing, which you're going to do if you know they're going to die, and if you want to be a little bit faster where you should be next, okay? So I'm basically swinging forward to the next room perfectly, okay? To gain momentum, to gain a few seconds on my speedrun, okay? Okay, we're going to end this with a nice swing. I do believe I do a nice one. Okay, here. So, boom. I jump 2 times. I turn backwards. I grapple the other way around, gain max speed, go back, go up. Do a whole bunch of damage, okay? Alright. So I believe there is no need to make this longer. I will try to explain to you guys how it's done a little bit. Obviously, practice is what you need. Not watching is great. That's going to make you, I believe you will, that will speed up your learning process to already know what you have to do, where you have to be in the end, how to master this correctly. You know, obviously there's a lot of you can do much better than what I'm doing, you know, that's all I'm saying. So this is like a good base if you really want to be one of the top bunnies. So yeah, thanks for watching. Enjoy swinging around. She's very fun. I really suggest giving Bunny a shot. She's really cool at mobbing too. There's nothing wrong in playing Bunny and all benefits. So yeah, have fun playing Bunny. See you next video. Like and subscribe for more. Thank you for watching. Here. So Bunny is all about her swing. I really learned from that experience of playing a bunny in Purge and elsewhere that a good bunny is defined by how good she can swing, how well the player masters the swing. And by the swing, I mean when you grapple, basically, and you get some sort of acceleration, which is going to increase your DPS. Because in a way, you are going to be faster while grappling. If you grapple better, you are going to be faster than someone who grapples worse. Very, very far, making you a better bunny player. So yeah, bunnies are defined by the swings. That's my little theory. Anyways, let's get down to it. So I played Purge a bit, which really led me to understand that practicing your swing is basically what makes you get up or down into the leaderboard. So the better you swing, the higher you will get. For real, guys, for real. This really matters very fucking much. Sorry for the language. So a little side quest, I guess, for Alyssa TFD right here, who is 3 seconds below me. So side quest, I'm challenging Alyssa to do a bit better than me, even by a second or two, just because Alyssa is a content creator and he's a bunny main. So I think he should be up here, slightly above me at least, but it's up to him. I know he doesn't really like to speedrun too much, so maybe he's not really into this kind of things, but in case of you wanna try, I challenge you to do a bit better than I did, just because you are the bunny main. I'm not. I'm a rookie who happens to be there because I know Purge quite well, but I don't really deserve to be on top, do I? Anyways, besides that funny stuff, let's go to the next bit. By the way, later in the video after this, there will be a little bit of in-depth analysis about how to swing correctly, because yeah, there is some art to it. It is simple and not simple at the same time to make it simple. Well, doesn't sound simple, does it? Anyways, let's go to the build and check later for the swing. It really matters a lot and it's super cool. It's like a badass thing to do to swing correctly as bunny. So yeah. So Gap in Time works with bunny, and because it works with bunny and it is so awesome, 35% additional extra damage, you have to use it. It is literally that simple. So yeah, works with number 3, number 1, whatever extra damage, take it, don't bother. High voltage is a way to go in Purge, and I mean, if you want high damage because of the recent buffs, this is a way to go easily. Nothing is close, okay? Give me a bit. So yeah, high voltage got buffed. Basically what it does is that every time you use sorry for the constant basically. What it does is every time you use your ability number 3, you are going to get enormous damage from every strike, and it's going to be times 4 strikes every well, depending on your speed, you're getting to get more or less of this thunder going into your enemies, which is why, once more, grappling correctly, running correctly is what bunny is about. So to further increase this, we have a whole bunch of damage keys. Those are the good old critical hit combo, I would say quatuor, so concentration, skill insight, front lights, and emergency measures. Then precision. So number 3 lasts exactly 21.8 seconds, okay? And what you're going to do with this precise build is to match the cooldown. The cooldown is going to be 22 seconds exactly, okay? So this is perfect. You are making the duration match the cooldown, which is perfect. So in a way, you're being very efficient in the sense that you're not using more mods than you need or less. So this is really a sweet spot in terms of building bunny, I think. At least if you want to go with the dash and be all about it. So Battle of Stamina just gives you enough duration to match that. That's the whole idea of having this, and a little bit of very much needed HP so you don't die. It's how to survive. If you're not into getting higher in the leaderboards, feel free to add some HP there, okay? Then we have a Decimator for extra damage, a skill expansion for a very necessary range, I would say, power increase for a lot of damage, and yeah, that's pretty much it. MP Collector, which even if you're good, you are sometimes going to run out. It's a bit tricky. It's all about efficiency. If you're a good bunny, then you swing well, you are going to kill enemies faster, and well, not run out of MP as much as someone else who would run out of MP a lot more, okay? So just get good. There's no secret. For the reactor, I went with a Tingling Singularity Reactor, well, singular just because that's what the skill here is based on, okay? This is a singular skill, just like this is Fusion, sadly. This is extremely strong, by the way. Anyways. So yeah, additional skill attack when attacking Legion of Immortality as skill critical damage. So a whole bunch of damage level 4 reactor to really make sure I gain a few seconds and everything dies. I don't stay alive as much as possible, to be faster. Then we have auxiliary power, for that's the usual skill power plus 26% for any Descendant. She doesn't have a better option, I think. I could be wrong here. So that's what I decided to also go with, just like most bunny players do. Nothing crazy here, just check my rolls, I guess. So Arche tuning, really quick. So Electric Chain Catalyst, a new mod that is apparently maybe bugged. I'm not very sure. It might be, it might not be. Either way, it is super strong and you should go ahead and use it. So you also want to go down here and get defense neutralization, which goes with that in some aspect. If you read the description, which I won't, I'm lazy, you will understand there is some amount of connection and they match each other really well. What's special about this here is you go for the little bit of extra range, which matters very much in my opinion. So go ahead, go grab that extra range because you're going to need it. Range is very important because when you're swinging around and grappling around, you want to hit what's a bit further, and it's difficult when you're basically going away with your swing to be close enough. So yeah, range important. But we have here I decided to go with extra MP personally. Not everyone does that, but personal choice because I was struggling a little. MP again, and a little bit of extra ATK for when I use the rocket launcher, which is very little as the last dagger. Right, now for the guns. Also the dog, I'm using the MP, the dog that gives you MP, okay? With a nice little name, as you can see, Ultimate Haley, please. No, I'm even polite. So, Blue Beetle, grappling, hook, charge, down, increase ratio, okay? So I went with a little bit of grappling increase on the rolls and some sprint speed, so 20% and perfect rolls, okay? So the damage rolls don't really matter at all, okay? Don't even pay attention, I would say. The build, well analyzer. At some point you will see I do shoot a shield just a little bit because Bunny's power doesn't necessarily take the shield off, which can be very problematic. So you want to shoot once or two, I think once in the whole dungeon. I use the gun maybe twice. Pay attention to that. And a little bit of I probably should put some weapon switching mods here, but whatever, no big deal. My boss killer, the last dagger, so just check the rolls, feel free to screenshot. The most useful and best gun in the whole game right now. There we go, that's for the final boss, and the rocket launcher, nothing too crazy, extremely good rolls. Take a screenshot and copy, paste that. And there we go, Descendant was my special mod. So yeah, that's about it. Now I will just go into the analysis on how to correctly swing with Bunny to really be efficient. And yeah, thank you for watching, like and subscribe for more. See you next video and enjoy the gameplay obviously.